Guys, this is the finished product. We're gonna cut in and show you guys what it looks like. And that's the way you make Sah'd-mah.
Okay, this is the making of the Sadma. You go around. You gotta get to the coil. So, but each cabbage should make about 15 to 17 Sadma. So 3 heads would get you
About 45.
about 45.
45, 50.
Once it's loose, it'll just pop out. All you do is just wrench.
You want to fill it up just a little bit past half.
Bring the water to a boil before you add your ingredients in the water. Okay. Water's boiling. We're gonna add the oil.
How much oil?
About a cup to 2 cups.
Okay.
Now you can use 2 kinds of vinegar. I use the white vinegar. A lot of them I use the apple cider vinegar. Sometimes I mix. Save a little bit for your mix for the last.
Okay. About how much vinegar you think? About a half a cup?
No, more than a cup.
Okay.
You can drop in your cabbage. And as you're doing this, try to take some leaves off your Sah'd-mah. And then you can taste. See if it's salty. We need more salt. As it's boiling and you taste it, londo, add more salt. Now you see, this was a very, very quick cooking cabbage. Now if you run into that hard cabbage where it takes forever, good luck. And you're gonna just peel it. This is ready because you feel it, it's light. And that's that. You don't want to throw away those little ones because that's gonna go in the bottom of your piri and the top for the Sadma. And then you're gonna taste it. Still salty, but not oily. So as we're cooking the last one, we're gonna add some oil. Now you're not gonna throw away this spice. I'll show you that in a few minutes, what you do with it. Because you're gonna need it to cook your Sadma. When they get stuck, you know, you gotta just peel it. See, just peel it. Look at that, perfect. Perfect.
What happens if you cook it like too much?
You're not gonna roll your Sadma, it'll just be low, it'll melt.
Okay.
Because you gotta think, your rice is gonna be halfway cooked with your stuffing.
Okay.
And then once you put them on the piri, they're gonna cook again. So you're gonna have your cabbage perfect and your Sadma perfect. Okay, we're gonna show you what size the vegetables goes in the Sadma. The peppers, I split them. These you make small. Don't need a lot. Just about 5-6 of them. You get 1, 2, 3 down the line. Then just cut. You're gonna need a big tray. Put all your cabbage. Let it cool off. I know you are always wondering why am I using a fork. I know what I'm doing. Once it cools off, I'll show you guys what's the next step. Okay, now we're we cut off this part because when you wrap them, that little part will not let you wrap them.
All right, can you show us how you cut that?
Yes. And then we're putting the larger ones, medium size.
Okay.
You're gonna get it, and you just, it comes right off.
Just trim it.
Just trim it. Okay, we kind of got 3 kinds of different pork here. We want to show you what you could use for the Sah'd-mah. The best one is the country spare ribs. Pork country spare ribs. That's the best that I find that I love to cook with. Then you got your pork butts. It's good for Sadma. Then sometimes you can't find this, you can use your pork chops, the thick ones with the bone, with the fat. I'm going to show you what size. Bring the meat board. You don't want to make them that big because people will choke. It's gonna melt, but that would be perfect. That's my size of Sadma meat right there. We'll show you what to do with the fat. Dina learned me this technique with the fat. What we do with the fat is you are going to make it as small as you can. And this goes on the bottom of your pot as you're cooking your mix, because all this will melt. That's the secret of Sadma. This is the tulimos. You're gonna put that on the bottom. You're gonna get your meat. Don't wash the meat. Very important. You're not gonna wash the meat.
Why not?
A lot of them wash the meat, then you're gonna have soup. You don't want soup. Level it. Let it come to a boil. I'll show you.
So now you're going to put your lid on. And we're gonna wait.
See, it's just making its own juices. You're still not gonna stir. Not yet. We're gonna use 3 big cans. Sometimes when they're not lole, red, you're gonna do 4 big cans. Now every big can of tomato paste, you're gonna take out the tomato paste and you're gonna add water, half a can to each big can. The small ones, a little bit more than half. Water. Mix, clean out your can, throw it in there. Tomato paste, not tomato sauce.
So after you add the water, just start mixing.
When you make real Sadma, Uncle Ben's only.
Right.
We're gonna measure our rice so you will know. 3 cups of rice. Okay, see the meat cooking? It made its own juice. Don't add no salt. Don't add no oil. Don't add no spices. Not yet. All that little fat that we cut, it kind of evaporated. Throw in your jalapeno. Let it cook with the meat. We're gonna check to see if the vegetables are ready to put in. So what you're gonna do is get yourself a piece and just feel it. See, it's pretty soft. Next step, we're gonna throw in our vegetables. 4 onions, 4 bell peppers, 4 jalapenos, 6 pounds of meat, country spare ribs, I prefer, 3 cups of rice. Just about 5-6 minutes. We're gonna add our 3 cups of rice. You don't want to cook your vegetables to the full because you're gonna have mush. Again, still no water, no oil. Stir. This is gonna be the magic. You're gonna lower your stove. Give it a few minutes. We're gonna add our tomato paste. This is 3 big cans.
That's 36 ounces of tomato paste. So it'd be about 18 ounces of water.
Now you add your oil.
You're gonna add the whole bottle or half bottle?
No. about 2-3 cups.
2-3 cups.
You lower your stove. And my secret ingredients. Well, I go Bud Light, but right now we only have Coors Light. I wish they had smell vision, because it smells delicious.
Yep.
Okay, this is important. See the water that we boiled the cabbage? You gotta save at least 1, 2, 3, 4. That should be more than enough. This is a little secret. The buto mas, you usually get the skin. Don't throw it away. You're gonna put it on the bottom of your piri. Now this doesn't always happen, but since we have it, so beautiful, no hair. You're gonna put it on the bottom, and then you're gonna get your cabbage, and you're gonna put it on the bottom. Not too much because you got that skin, and it ain't gonna burn. But that's gonna be the best part of your Sah'd-mah. You're gonna get your little bit of vinegar, and then you're gonna get your Sah'd. This wasn't too salty for me, or vinegary, so I'm gonna just add some. Then use the bottom that we cut. That's the bottom. And that's how you make Sah'd-mah. And don't worry about the holes, because this, once you wrap it up, it ain't going nowhere. See? Perfect. You don't see no holes. You're gonna go round and put the closed side down. And now, as you're doing this, you want to make sure they're tight fitted. Now look how much cabbage. We could have made another 10 more Sadma. You're gonna clean off all this oil with this cabbage. Then you're gonna cover your pot. And then, you know the water that you saved? That's the water you're gonna use. You're just gonna put 1 cup. Not all of that, just 1 cup, because these are pretty loose. They're not dry. Okay, now the reason why we're putting them in the refrigerator, this is what you do. When you have a party or a gathering, you're gonna make your Sadma, and then you're gonna put them in the refrigerator. For tomorrow, when your party is happening, you're gonna put your Sadma in the stove and let them cook. Right now, they're halfway cooked. Just put them in the refrigerator and leave them alone. Okay, we're gonna take them out of the refrigerator and we're gonna put them on the stove. This is the water that we boiled the cabbage. Samatono brau. I did 1 cup. Not loose. Yeah, that's it. Put your stove on fast just so it starts. Once it starts, then you're gonna lower your stove. This is what the Sadma looks like when they're ready. They are well done.
Alright guys, this is the skin that we put, this is the pork belly that was at the bottom of the pot. You don't have to throw it away. You can actually eat it and it's very delicious. Guys, this is the finished product. We're gonna cut in and show you guys what it looks like. Yeah, open that up. And that's the way you make Sah'd-mah. And I cannot wait for the best part to get down and taste some of this. And next week, we're going to show you guys
Potato salad.
how to make that right there.
Charlie, you gonna try
You
it?
can't have Sah'd-mah without potato salad. So join us next week. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. God bless you and your family in Jesus' name.